Welcome to episode 29 of Scaling a Social Media Marketing Agency. My name is Hervin, and this is a video series where I take you behind the scenes of our SMMA and show you what we're doing to scale it. I am documenting the journey here, so I am sharing what I am working on a day-to-day basis, the problems that I am trying to solve, the lessons that I am learning. So if you're interested in seeing how we scale our SMMA, then subscribe to the YouTube channel. With that said, let's dive in. Today, I worked on a couple of things. So number one, I spoke to a current client, letting them know about our service changes, the new offer that we have, about our pricing changes. They were excited to get to meet with somebody once a week, so that seemed to be something that they were interested in. I had more calls than just one, but two of them canceled or no-showed. I also had a follow-up call. So this is the third time I am following up with one potential client, and today they actually converted into a client. So that was exciting. They signed up today. We also got another cancellation request. So these things are evening out, but yeah, it is what it is. So at the very least, we got a new client. And then the next thing that I did is that I worked on creating, let me just pull it up here on my screen, this email right here. So this is our client, Julie Hawkins. She did a call with us, a client success call. I'm going to open it so you could see it here. So she did a success call where it was her and I, and we were chatting about how Studio Hub has helped her, the kind of results that she's gotten. And one of the things that I need to do, so I mentioned yesterday that I was writing all of these email sequences to add to our long-term follow-up sequence. So whenever we have somebody that either shows up for a sales call and doesn't end up buying, or opts in for something but doesn't end up scheduling a sales call, or schedules a sales call and they end up not showing up or canceling. So for those scenarios, essentially where we want to nurture leads long term, I am building a set of emails, a sequence of emails to be able to send to these people so that I can automate this and have the nurture sequence just go out there without us having to send that out manually. So that's what I'm doing right now, is that I've been building out these emails, and these are the ones that I worked on yesterday are mostly like tip based. So I share a specific lesson, an industry insight, just something to provide value. The other type of emails that I am going to be sending are going to be success story based. So I'm going to create this emails. So you can see here, do you ever feel like working nonstop just to get more students through the door and still not growing the way you want? Julie Hawkins so then right here it says, watch the full story here. And the goal here is that I create a little email that gets people excited about watching the video so that they could consume that content. That is the goal. So I want to create more of these emails. Probably just as many as there are these. So probably either 8 around. I think I'm going to create 8 of them. So what I'm going to do is show you what I did to create these emails here. I'm going to create one on this video. So essentially to start, so I've already got a lot of these call recorded here. You can see here on my Vimeo account that I have a lot of these calls already recorded with the clients. So the hard part is done. I've already done the interviews. Thankfully, we have a lot of them. So what I'm going to do is find one. So in this case, I am going to pick, let's see, I already have it pulled open, Brittany Bell's. So Brittany Bell is right here. So Brittany Bell's success story. I'm going to pull this open, and I have the Zoom call right here. So I am going to download the audio transcript. So I'm going to download that. I'm going to take you through the process that I did. Then I'm going to add that to the desktop. I'm going to change the VTT at the end, and I'm going to change this to a text file, use text. Okay, so I transform that to a text file. Okay, and that is important because that's a format that ChatGPT accepts. So then what I did is, because this text file, this script is super long. So this conversation right here with Brittany is about 16 minutes long. So this transcript is long. So I didn't want to go manually listen to the conversation, take notes, and write down everything that was successful about her company and the results that she achieved. So I said, I created this AI prompt to analyze the success conversation script and find tangible results. So I said, you're an expert conversation transcript analyzer. You do not make up information. You're extremely detail oriented. You double check your work to ensure the details are right. Help me analyze the attached success story conversation script to find a tangible result that the client achieved thanks to our help. If they were mentioned, you want to find numbers related to student enrollments and revenue figures. If they mention time savings or any other success that they achieved, write it down. Task: write down the list of achievements, results, savings they achieved. Write down the exact quotes that was said that made you reach your conclusions. I should be able to reach back to the transcripts and find the exact quotes. This is a call between the context. This is a call between Hervin and one of our StudioUp clients. This call is a success story call. Your findings will be used to write an email to promote their success story. So find exciting information. Okay, so that is the analyzer. And then once I have the analysis, then essentially it's based on the results you've found, help me write an email. So that's what I am going to do. So I am going to give this prompt right here, boom, to ChatGPT. I'm going to give it the transcript of the call, boom, like that. Let this load right here. Then start the conversation. So here's a detailed analysis. 149 students enrolled in 6 months. She told us we had 149 enrollments in 6 months. She said, this says 149, this says 49. Current enrollment at 457, and we're really pushing the goal. Okay, so let's see. Let's open up this text script, and I need to find that exact quote. So let's just say, Brittany Bell, she told us we had 100. I'll bring it to Michelle. Okay, she told us that we had 149 students in 6 months. That's amazing. Okay, yeah, so there it is. The quote is right there, 100. So that is true. This is awesome. So then I don't have to do the work of finding the takeaways from the videos. I could just use ChatGPT for that. And then what I am going to say is right here, you're a marketing copywriting expert. You write in a simple and easy to understand style. You use words that a fifth grader can understand. You don't use technical jargon. Based on the results that you have found, help me write a short email that gets people curious and interested to watch the success story inside the email. Write the email using the outline below. Greeting, do you have a problem? Talk about the business owner facing adversity. Talk about the tangible results. Entice them to watch the video. Include the video. Bye. Okay, so I'm going to give it this. Okay. Boom. So I gave it right there on that same chat box. Hey there, do you ever feel like losing students because you can't keep up with all of the leads? Leads come in from your website, phone, email, and it's just too much to track. Brittany, the owner of Next Level Dance, felt the same way. Things were messy. Leads were falling through the cracks. She didn't have a clear system. But after working with us, everything changed. She enrolled 149 new students in just 6 months, and now she's at 457 students total, the highest ever for this time of the year. No trial classes, no phone calls, just simple text messages and one smart system. I'm going to say, I don't like, do you ever feel like you're losing students because you can't keep up? So I said, I don't like this part. Can you talk about students reaching out but falling through the cracks, because I feel like it's more relatable? And then I don't like this part, just simple text messages. Let's see what it does. Have you ever had students reach out and then never hear from them again? You know they were interested, but somehow they slipped through the cracks. Brittany used to have the same problem. Leads would come in from everywhere, and it was hard to keep track. Then she got the right systems in place. In just 6 months, she enrolled, blah, blah, blah. She didn't have to run endless free trials or make a bunch of phone calls. I'm going to say, can you change this sentence? Let's see. Okay, so I am going to change this a little bit here. So let's see. So I'm going to open up another document here. Boom. I'm going to change this right here. Have you ever had students reach out and then never hear from them again, falling through the cracks, but somehow slip through the cracks? Brittany, and 6 months, followed a clear plan that made it easier for families to say yes. I don't love that part. With a little help from StudioHub, I'm going to say fast forward 6 months later. Brittany and her team began using Studio Hub. Okay. Okay, so you can see here what I've been doing. It's like, have you ever had blah, 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 reached out, but somehow slipped through the cracks? Brittany, who runs Next Level Dance Center, used to have the same problems. Leads would come in from everywhere. It was hard to keep track. Everything changed for her and her team when they started using Studio Hub. Within 6 months of Brittany and her team managed to enroll. Within 6 months, Brittany and her team managed to enroll 149 new students. Her total enrollment by this time of year. Want to see how she did it? Boom, watch Brittany's success story. This is where I am going to include. So I'm going to get rid of that transcript. I'm going to take a picture of this. Okay, I am going to open this link up. Okay, so that's the shareable link. I'm changing the name of the file, Brittany Bell's success story. I'm adding that here. Boom. And that is how I've been writing these emails. This one took a little bit longer than this one because I made a few changes. I didn't love what I was saying. But I like it now. Super simple, short and sweet, to the point. Yeah. So that's what I actually didn't have to edit anything from the other one. So yeah, I'm excited that this helps just streamline. Like writing this from scratch would take me so long. So yeah, I'm super excited that I have this AI prompts helping me. Anyway, that's what I worked on today. If you enjoyed it, leave me a comment down below. Let me know your takeaway. And then if you're interested in seeing how we scale our social media marketing agency, then subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll see you in the next update. Bye.